Next to Call Time Draft, there's also currently Khans of Tarkir Draft that's online. So I thought I'd take a trip down memory lane and try and draft this format. I've played this in the past. I was around when the set came out. And yeah, you kind of want to find an enemy color pair and then see what you want to branch out to in terms of guilds. I think I'm going to take Sagumala here. That's a pretty good one. Absent Charm's not bad either. Savage Punch is probably fine too. But Sagumala is just very hard to deal with. 6/6 Trample Hexproof. Sign me up. It's even a morph, so yeah, I'll take Sagumala. I remember a GP where Gerard Fabiano drafted a pretty sweet deck, and it was all based around Delve and like Sultai stuff. And yeah, I'm open to trying a deck like that. Ooh, there's a Windswept Heath here. Probably not taking this. If this was not a Phantom draft, I'd be interested, but it is Phantom. I can maybe take Embodiment of Spring. It's not a terrible card if I want to go a little bit slower and finish the game with this Sagumala. Otherwise, Mystic of the Hidden Way. I think this card was pretty decent. I don't know. I think I'll just take the Embodiment of Spring and try and draft some slow, dirty control deck. Yeah. Oh wow. Necropolis Fiend. That seems... I mean, it's an expensive card, and you definitely need to have some Delve synergies, but the power level of the card is pretty decent. Just play it maybe for like 5 mana or something, and then have some spells in your graveyard left to delve away. Yeah, I think I'll just take this and then move into Sultai. Treasure Cruise also not bad. Ice Feather Aven, Monastery Flock, another Embodiment. Ice Feather Aven is a nice one. It's a relative decent tempo play. This Embodiment I could also see taken, or this Monastery Flock. It's not a bad card either, I don't think, if I want to be a little bit slower. I have 2 bombs already, they can win me the game, so I'll take the Aven though. Now what? Disdainful Stroke. It's not bad. It's a decent sideboard option. Aerostorm's not bad either, but I'm not really in the colors for that. Just take this Disdainful Stroke. Scout the Borders. I mean, this does set up Delve, so I think I'll take the Scout the Borders, reveal the top 5, put a creature or land, and then the rest into your graveyard. You only get to take 1. It's not a great deal for 5 mana, but the fact that it helps you pay for your Delve spells is what makes me still want to take this. Bring Low. There's nothing here really. I don't really want to play a 2 mana 2/1 in this format. And this Kintree Warden is also not that appealing. So I'll just take the Bring Low. Maybe I splash it. Really hope I don't need to, but maybe. Could also still end up in Teamer, I guess. We've only seen this Necropolis Fiend as a black card, and that's about it. Blinding Spray. That seems bad. 5 mana for a card like this? No. Crippling Chill's okay. Snowhorn Rider. I think this card was pretty decent. Just a morph that's big. No, I'll take the Snowhorn Rider. I don't really need Crippling Chill. Throttle. It's not a great removal spell, but it's still a removal. Yeah, maybe I end up being like 5 color or 4 color, everything but white. And the Mardu Skull Hunter doesn't seem right for this deck. This doesn't seem that good either. Maybe just take a Tormenting Voice or just this Mystic. Oh, the Mystic is still fine. I guess it's a morph that I can play. It's a pretty decent win con late game. Maybe. I'll take this Archer. That's an okay card. Ooh, Embodiment of Spring. If I'm gonna be 5 colors, or sorry, 4 colors, then I want more of these. They're also just okay blockers against the aggro decks. And then they'll find me either my red or my black, I guess. I'll take this. If the game is really grindy, I could see playing this, but I hope not. Monastery Swiftspear. Sure. Now what? Riverwheel Aerialist. Big finisher, but I'm not really lacking in that department. Other end, but then I need to splash another color. Bitter Revelation. Maybe I take this. I mean, it's somewhat painful, but it does set up some of the Delve synergies. Although right now I only have 1 Delve synergy, but I could see getting more. Yeah, I'm just going to take this. I still have that Fabiano draft in my head, and he really made good use of cards like this and Rakshas's Secret just to enable Delve. Bear's Companion. I mean, that card seems pretty decent. I guess I'll take it. That does mean that I'm now fully on the 4 color plan, but that's okay. At least we have these Embodiments of Spring to start. I might need to prioritize some of the fixing lands now, but we still have time for that. Bring Low, another Embodiment, Shambling Attendants. I guess it's between the Bring Low and the Embodiment. This card is pretty likely to wheel, so let's just take the Bring Low and kill morphs, and it's very good against the Abzan deck. Oh man, it's so hard to play these formats. Back when I played this, I wasn't that much into limited, so maybe my drafting skills weren't that great even, but I really don't know what pick orders there were. Even if I knew back then, I definitely don't remember it now. Yeah, and whenever I draft these sets, I just always also get reminded just how awesome Cube is. Cube is just the best. Now what? Jeskai Elder. It's a decent 2-drop. I can take another Snowhorn Rider. It's not bad either, but I do like the Elder. Decent creature. If you play some removal and get in, I can use some 2-drops also. Now let's take the Elder. Maybe that's a mistake and I just want another Snowhorn Rider. In my head, this card was good, but I might be wrong and this might be terrible. Now what? Teamer Charm or just a Savage Punch? I feel like Savage Punch is just a more efficient, simpler version of Teamer Charm. So I think I'm just going to take the Savage Punch. It's a lot less harder to cast, 1 mana less, 2 colors less, and most of the time it will do the same thing. I mean, I've been talking about how I might want to be 4 colors, but maybe I just don't play the Throttle, then the Bitter Revelation and the Fiend and just go Teamer. We'll see. Horde Embusher. Don't think so. This guy also doesn't seem great. Sidisi's Pet. Also not really. Maybe I do take the Horde Embusher or just this Tracker. I'll take the Horde Embusher. I really don't know. Oh wow. That Abomination. I kind of want it. Yeah, let's just take it. It's a morph, so at least I can play it as a 3 mana 2/2. But I do remember this card being quite nice. A flyer that loots. Yeah, I want it. Okay, I'm back to just embracing 4 colors. I'll take the Tormenting Voice. I'll take this Monastery Flock, just a decent blocker. And then I'm just building up to these 6 drops to try and win the game with. I'll take a Cancel. Highland Game. Alright. None of these cards do anything. At least not for me. I'll take a Singing Bell Strike. That's an okay card, I think. It's not exciting. Yeah, take this guy. So the Embodiment didn't wheel the other one. Maybe I would have preferred to have that over like the Bring Low, I think is what we took. Okay, what is the rare? Oh, no. No. I'm not playing a 5/9 that only attacks every other turn, I think. No, thank you. You can take Scout the Borders, but that card is pretty medium. You can also just take Dismal Backwaters, start fixing my mana that way. That might just be a pick, as unexciting as that is. Incremental Growth seems great until you cast it the first time and you only have 1 creature on the board. You can actually not use it. It just barely works. If it gets between Scout the Borders, I mean this Tower Shell, attacks, exile it, and then the next turn it's actually attacking. And that's not that appealing to me. I mean, it's a slow win con that gets the job done, but I'll just take this land. If I had more Delve spells, I'd be more interested in taking something to delve with, or setting up Delve, but right now I just have this Fiend, and that's it. I'll take another Savage Punch. I have some big creatures, and Savage Punch is good with those. Sort of sad that I didn't take another Snowhorn Rider. Ooh. Villainous Wealth, or a Bear's Companion. I think I want Villainous Wealth. I'm not sure how good that card is, but the card seems like a crazy amount of fun. Yeah, just exile a bunch of cards and then win with those. Yeah, let's take Villainous Wealth for sure. Yeah. That's got to be the pick. We have some ways to get to the late game. We have some ramp and then just cast a big Villainous Wealth and get it done. Rakshasa's Secret. I remember that Fabiano draft and him like first picking this card just because he felt it was so good with Delve. Now, we don't have that many Delve synergies. That said, I think I'm still just going to take it. Otherwise, I'd take the Swiftwater Cliffs, but maybe I can still pick up some Delve cards. And the Mind Rot aspect, I remember, was also quite decent in this format. Now what? Rite of the Serpent. Destroy target creature. It's a 6 mana kill spell, but it does just straight up kill a creature, no questions asked. Or I can take this Thornwood Falls. Or the Shambling Attendant. I have some removal, but I don't have unconditional removal. This is a double black card. I'm kind of tempted to just take the Thornwood Falls. I think I will. Yeah. Now what? Taigem Scheming. Yeah, that's a little bit too much to set up Delve. I'll just take this Sultai Banner. Don't know if this is a great card. Probably not, but it's fine, I guess. I'll take a Highland Game for the sideboard. Yeah. Alpine Grizzly. Maybe that's a card I want. It's pretty good with Savage Punch. Yeah, it can trade up or down as well, but on blocks it can easily trade up. I'll take Scout the Borders, probably just for the sideboard. Nothing great here. Maybe just take this guy. Bear's Companion. I still feel like that card is good, so I'll just play it. We'll see. Maybe I should have just been Teamer and not bother trying to set up Delve, but then we wouldn't been playing this Villainous Wealth, and that would have been sad too. I do think I like my deck, and there's some stuff going on. I have some removal, I have some card advantage, I have bombs, and yeah, it seems fine. I'll take another one of these Monastery Flocks, fine blocker, tie game scheming, and just a land. I don't know if I want to play too many Monastery Flocks. I think one's fine. Mana base might be a little bit greedy, but that's okay. All right, building the mana base. Yeah, the mana base is definitely a little bit wonky. I have 3 black sources, which is fairly low, especially for this fiend. And then I have 2 red sources, also kind of low. I have the Sultai banner, so maybe I can get away with fewer sources, but I also have the embodiments. I can maybe cut the Disdainful Stroke. I'm not sure why that was in the deck. And play another Monastery Flock, or just put in a Scout the Border. Don't have that much Delve synergies though. Maybe I just play 18 lands. I'll probably have too much mana at that point. Tormenting Voice, but that's awkward. I'll just play a Scout the Borders. That can find me the lands that I need. Can fill my graveyard for this fiend still, and we'll see how this goes. It's not the perfect deck, but it does have a lot of power, I feel. But we'll see how other people draft it. This feels like not really a focus deck, and maybe there's some people that were big fans of Khans Limited and drafted a very streamlined deck focused on one of the clans, and then we might be in trouble. But power level wise, I think we're okay. Mana base wise, maybe a little bit sketchy. Match 1 with our 4-color morph deck. This hand seems fine. Lacking red mana, but we do have some land drops. We have this Aven to beat down with and make some tempo plays, so this seems fine. Nomad Outpost, so Mardu or another 4-color deck maybe, or 5, we'll see. Play an island and pass. Swamp and a Chief of the Scale. Alright, so this is like warriors. If they have a good warrior deck, then we might be in trouble. That's one of the better decks, I think, in the format. Let's just play another island and pass again. We can at some point play this Aven and use it to bounce, or I can just play an 05. Yeah, they play another tap land and just attack. Hopefully they don't have like a Skull Hunter here. No, Mardu Hateblade. I guess that's fine. Let's just play the Monastery Flock just straight up. I can use an 05 right now. Yeah, they attack. I'm not going to block the Death Toucher anyway. It's less damage, and I don't want to lose my guy. Okay. Bondkin. Ooh, another Bear's Companion. I think I just play the Aven, and then next turn I can unmorph this. I could also play the Abomination and then unmorph that next turn and get in and start looting. But I think this is fine. If they decide to pump their Bondkin, I can just bounce it. They seem to be mostly constrained on white mana. Although unmorphing this next turn, it's not actually that good. Maybe this card is not even that good. It's 6 mana to bounce something, and then you have a 2/2 flyer, which is not bad, but it's a little bit clunky. Drawing a mountain would probably be best. We don't have a ton of those, but we do have some. Raider Spoils. Ooh, and that's a good one. So all their creatures get +1/+0, and then when a warrior deals damage, they get to pay a life and draw a card. Yeah, that's pretty good. Don't like that. All their guys are bigger now. They decide to attack with everything. Yeah, I'll block like this. 05 on the 3/3. Trade here, because otherwise they get to draw a card. And then I'll take 3, but I don't think this is a warrior, so that's okay. Now we draw another island. Really need to draw something else, but let's just pass now. I do like our opponent's deck. They seem to have some nice payoffs for warriors. Not sure how many more warriors they have, but... Ooh, Suspension Field. I do not like that. Yeah, they take out our flock, then they get to attack with the chief. I cannot block it, and then they get to draw an extra card. So none of this is good for me. They also attack with that. I think I'll just take it because I'd rather have my 3/4 flyer. I'm also down to 8 now. Yeah, this doesn't look great. Ooh, gain a life. If they have any sort of removal, I'm just dead. Yeah, being 4 colors is really hurting us here. Drawing that second Bear's Companion without having the mountain. Okay, so they now go attacking, but now they have to worry about me having something. But there's also a very real chance that they just have some sort of trick. So let's just unmorph this guy, and hopefully I just eat it and they don't have a pump spell, but it looks like they do have something. Oh, they just... Why did they not do this beforehand? Oh, maybe they were worried I had like something to redirect damage or something like that. Scout the borders, but I think I'm just pretty much dead. Take the Alpine Grizzly. Yeah, maybe I should be playing more mountains than I currently am. Yeah, they keep attacking. Gotta make a block here. Down to 3. They also still have 3 cards in hand. No. That's also very good. Double warriors. Yeah, I'm just dead. Alright. Maybe I'm just gonna make some changes. Take out an island for an extra mountain. That might just be better. Yeah, let's try that. We'll see. This end's not very good. Let's mull. This is also a little bit awkward. At least I have to scout the borders to potentially look for something. So I guess I keep. And then what do I put back? Throttle or Rakshasa's Secret? I think Throttle. Villainous Wealth might also be a little bit ambitious, but that is a card that can win me the game. So I'd rather just keep that in hand. Yeah, Bloodfell Caves. Okay, so we did find a land. Play a mountain. And then next turn, I at least get to either play the Ice Feather Haven. If I draw on an island, I might. Mardu Skull Hunter, just straight up. Feels like they have the other raid guy. And I'm just going to play Scout the Borders. Oh, I guess I have to take the Dismal Backwater. But losing some of these cards is a little bit painful. Gotta do what we gotta do though. And it feels like they have the 2-3 that makes a 1-1 if you attacked. Yeah, the Warrior deck was good. I forgot about that one. So they attack for 2. And then, yep, there it is. Okay, under a little bit of pressure. Let's play a land. And then I guess just cast this face down and pass. Probably just gonna trade with the 2-1. Not sure. Mostly just want to draw a land and play this Bear's Companion. Oh no, Raider Spoils. That is so bad for me. Yep, I think I'm gonna lose this, but our opponent's deck looks very good. Very, very good. That card is just insane. It's an Anthem and you get to draw a bunch of cards. The only thing is you need to have a bunch of warriors, but it's very doable in this format. Okay, at least we get to play our Bear's Companion. Can stabilize the board a bit, but they still drew 2 cards off of this, so really don't feel all that great about our current position. What is this now? Sultai Scavenger. That's also a warrior? Wow, that's kind of insane. I get to kill this. Now I just want to try and stabilize the board and get as much mana to play a big Villainous Wealth. But they have 5 cards in hand still, so that's not great. Seeker of the Way, it's another warrior. And a Kumar, so they have a bunch of creatures now. If I play Villainous Wealth, I only get it for 3. That's not that good. Let's just play the Secret. Make them discard some of their lost cards. And then play the Embodiment. So now we sort of stabilize the board. They still have 1 more creature than me. They discarded 2 more creatures. Okay, they kill my bear. Get a Prowess trigger. Yeah, now they're going to start drawing more cards. So now I can block here. Oh, now I don't really have all that great blocks. So maybe I just trade this. And then they still draw 2. I take 7. Yeah, this is really isn't going very well. This card is just insane. Maybe I should try drafting warriors if I draft this format again, because the things they are doing seem pretty good. Yeah, Chief as well. Okay, another Bear's Companion. So I can just play that and then stabilize a little bit. Yeah, I think that's still better than playing the Villainous Wealth, but this is not going very well. So they can give this guy first strike. So maybe I just block with the Embodiment and just let the land go. I really also don't want them to draw another card, nor do I want to take a hit for 4. Yeah, I guess I just block here. Next turn I play the Villainous Wealth. Hope it gets me something. But, oh man. Wow. They get to return a creature. Yeah, I'm just so dead. Their deck is very, very good. Let's just play the Villainous Wealth and see if it does anything. I'm not too hopeful, but we only get to play for 3. Yeah, no. This is not getting out of it. Okay, our opponent just had a very real deck, and our pile of decent cards but mediocre fixing couldn't get there, so we'll try again for the second round. Round 2, let's see if this goes a little bit better. We're on the draw. This is pretty slow, but I'm tempted just to keep this type of stuff. I just really don't like mulliting, and anything we draw off the top we'll be able to play. Well, I guess we can also play more lands, but hopefully we find something else. We have this Bitter Revelation, although if they play a bunch of stuff to the board and then we're just paying life to draw more cards, then it's not really a recipe for success. So far our opponent also hasn't done anything. Just play 2 lands. So it could be Abzan or Sultai or some other multicolor deck. Well, that seems to suggest Abzan. And there's a morph. And Bring Low. Let's just play our mountain and then play this Sultai banner. And then let's see what they can do next. Now, Dismal Backwater. So they also are playing 4 colors. So this could maybe be a bit more of a grindy match. And then I think I'm much better positioned in a grindy match than one where my opponent is curving at. Okay, Mardu Skull Hunter. Not your typical grindy card. I guess I discard a forest. Bear's Companion. That's a That's a nice one. Play this and run out the Bear's Companion, stabilizing the board. And I don't remember all of the morphs. That's kind of an issue, because now I don't know if I can safely block my 4/4 on their morph. I think I can, but I'm not 100% sure. Well, they seem to want to try. Yeah, so I just looked it up, and the Abzan morph is a 4/4 lifelinker, so I think I'm just going to offer up the trade, if that's it. If they have something even better, then I might be in trouble, but let's see if they want to take the trade. Or maybe they just eat my guy. Oh, a 4/5? Maybe I should have double blocked. I was thinking about that, but if it is the Abzan guy, then it's kind of a shame. Yeah, probably better to double block there. Well, lesson learned. And this is bitter revelation, but now I just lost my 4/4 for no real reason. I guess I take the Bear's Companion and the Monastery Flock. Can't play anything this turn, so I'm going to take a hit for 4. And that's okay. The card I most want to find is Villainous Wealth. Seems like this is a game where I could get a pretty big Villainous Wealth off. Armament Corps. Oh no. What are you going to do? Are they going to make this like a 4/3 so they can safely attack? Yeah, makes sense. All right. So now I'm getting hit for 8, down to 10. Don't want to block, but taking a bit of a beating. I can play Monastery Flock, or I can play Bringlow. But Bringlow I would use on a Mardu Skull Hunter. I guess that probably is just fine. And then play the Flock. And then next turn I can play Bear's Companion. I mean, I'm going to take a hit for 4 again. And I can't keep taking those type of hits. Yeah, I should have double blocked when I blocked that morph. Then if I lose the 2/2, it's kind of fine, but this is just so much worse. Block here, take the 4. Thank God they didn't have anything. They have something after. Well, not looking great. Oh, and killing my Bear's Companion. Oh, please, not another creature. Oh, man. And a Skull Hunter. Now what? Savage Punch. Savage Punch is a good one. There's Bear's Companion. And now I can use the Savage Punch to kill their big dude. And then the board is kind of stable. They have one more card than me. I have more mana and have this banner that I can use to draw a card. But the board is now stable. And I just want to draw like Sagu Mauler or Villainous Wealth or something like that. See if they want to attack. Looks like they do. It's going to only block with the bear. Okay, those trade. And then what? Just a land. Anything else? No. We also just draw a land. So I'm going to crack this banner to draw a card. Embodiment of Spring. It's not a very good one, but we'll play it. Also play the land and then just pass. I don't think I want to attack here. I'm kind of hoping to find Villainous Wealth or Sagu Mauler in time. Those are the type of cards that can win me the game here still. Some of the other big morphs could also be good. Scout the Borders. I was just thinking, what if I draw Scout the Borders? I mean, I gotta play it, but if I reveal Villainous Wealth, I'm gonna be very sad. Ooh, Sagu Mauler. Yeah, that I do like. Can't play it just yet though. I can play it, but then it's vulnerable to more. And if I just wait a turn, I can just play it straight up. I'm probably just better off holding it in hand now. And if I have a discard spell, I'm gonna be very sad, but if they don't, then I'm going to be happy. They attack with the Skull Hunter. I mean, I'm going to make the block here, I think. Yeah, and then I'm worried that they have another Skull Hunter, to be honest. Okay, no, they just have a 4/5. I see. Do I want the land? I guess I'd rather have the 0/3 to maybe block with or something. Ice Feather Aven. That's a nice one too. But let's play our Sagu Mauler. Keep the Aven in hand. And the Sagu Mauler is hard to deal with. I mean, if they have like a pump spell for their guy, then maybe. What I could do is just block with the embodiment and sack, and then next turn I have the Ice Feather Aven that I can play and morph if something goes wrong, if they indeed have like a pump spell. Well, it looks like they don't have anything. That is good. Savage Punch. So I can just punch this away. I think I'd rather save the punch for something I care about more. You can kill many more things with it. Let's just attack. Start the beat downs. We're down to 16. Enchant creature gets -2/-2. Let's unmorph and then just bounce their creature. Unfortunately, I can't bounce my own. But debilitating injury was the reason not to play the Sagu Mauler morph, because then they would have been able to kill it. And there's the 4/5, but now they lose 4 life. So they go to 12, then I can fight it, and they go lower. Still think I just keep the embodiments to potentially chump block down the line. Let's fight this guy, get in for 8, and they scoop. Well, I think what I've learned from playing more and looking back at my own drafts and games is that in this situation, I'm not sure what's in their deck, but I don't think they should scoop. They should just take the hit, take your draw step, see maybe you draw something and you can still get out of it. Maybe they just know that they don't have an answer to Sagu Mauler, but it just takes so little for them to just take the hit, take your draw step and then concede, rather than conceding on the spot here. But I'll take it. Nothing I want to change, I don't think. Maybe another 05 could be fine. And I take out the Jeskai Elder. Yeah, I guess I just want to be more defensive. And Jeskai Elder is unlikely to get through. I maybe just don't have enough removal to make that really reliable. I also still had the Necropolis Fiend. And like you saw, my graveyard was pretty full. I think the Delve deck could be very good. We just didn't see that many Delve cards. I really want to keep this, but the mana situation is just too bad. Yeah, no, I got a mulligan. This looks fine. Let's put back this Grizzly. I mean, the Grizzly is pretty bad versus an opponent that has 3 debilitating injuries that we know about. I might have been better off just subbing that one out. Might do that for game 3. Having your 3-drop die to their 2-mana removal spell is not that appealing. And I also am going to be very conscious if I morph the Sagu Mauler or not. I really would hate to see that die to a debilitating injury. Okay, so we now have all of our colors. That's something at least. Just trading land drops right now, and I'm fine with that. Maybe I just run out the Monastery Flock and try and have that 8 debilitating injury. And just play a morph. I think I'm just going to play this straight up. And then I'll just play my other morph straight up also. It's not that bad. Yeah, they can attack. That's fine. I'll just block. I don't think there's any morph in the format that unmorphs to kill something. Like unmorphs for cheaper and then has more power, something like that. I don't think that's really a thing. Ooh, Rakshasa's Secret. Or I can just cast a Bitter Revelation. I think I'm better off just casting the Bitter Revelation, setting up a play for next turn. What do I want? I guess I want the Dismal Backwater and the Embodiment. Not very good cards, but it'll have to do. Our opponent is missing land drops too. I think I'm just going to block the morph still. There are some things that unmorph and deal more damage or make like a token or something like that. And I'd hate to get hit by that. Another morph, sure. Ice Feather Aven. Gotta play the Embodiment and then play the Dismal Backwater and then just cast the Ice Feather Aven. If they debilitating injury, the Ice Feather Aven, then I think I'm okay with that. Yep, there's the debilitating injury. They get an extra prowess trigger, that's fine. And they can attack, but now I just block the 3 power guy and then one of the 2 power guys. I take 2, but I'm still very healthy. And looks like they're continuously missing land drops. Yep, block, block. Another Embodiment. I think I'll just straight up cast the Sagu Mauler now. Yep, there it is. And this guy is just very hard to deal with. Another debilitating injury. Sure, shrinking my Monastery Flock. I mean, that's fine. Now they can attack with their Wind Scouts, so I will not block here. And the next turn, they need another spell to be able to trigger it again. Snowhorn Rider. I think I'll just play the Abomination. A little bit worried that they might have like Disdainful Stroke. No. Then send the Sagu Mauler. Yeah, I don't think anything really bad can happen to it. And if they want to erase, I think I'm fine too. I have their 2/2s in check. I can also block their flyer now. They need to have like 2 prowess triggers to make this really a threat. It's very likely that they have another debilitating injury for my Abomination. Yep, figured. But I still have quite a bit of a life to work with. Okay, they attack with everything. Sure. Block both your morphs. Take the 3. I'm down to 9. Another debilitating injury. They're just flushed with those. They have 4. Wow. All right. I mean, that's fine. Now what? Do I just make them discard more cards or play the Snowhorn Rider? I think I'm better off just playing the Snowhorn, honestly. Put more pressure on them. Maybe now this becomes a dead card. It's still likely to at least get 1 card out of their hand. And this sets up a kill for next turn. Yeah, our opponent's deck is far from as focused as our last opponents. I mean, against some opponents it's going to be very good to have 4 debilitating injuries, but as you could see against us, it really wasn't that good. Especially if you just don't play your morphs as a morph. Ooh, Shambling Attendants. That's a big Death Toucher. So now they kind of stop our offense. It's just make them discard their last 2 cards. Hopefully we do not mill our Villainous Wealth. Still one of the better ways to win the game. We got another Bear's Companion is gone and Monastery Flock. Oh wow, they had Dead Drop. I mean, we're not going to be casting that for anytime soon. Do I just send with the Snowhorn Rider now? They can block it. And at least I still have my Sagu Mauler, but they can also, they can't just continuously take a hit from this guy. Okay, they decide to take the hit anyway, but then maybe next turn, they play the land, so we know what we're up against. We know what we need to beat. Sultai Banner. What happens if I attack with my Sagu Mauler and my Snowhorn Rider? They put the Shambling Attendant on the Mauler, and then we take 1 damage down to 3, and then maybe block the rest. I also don't know what their morphs could be. I think I'll just play my Sultai banner, crack that, and then wait. What I am thinking is that both my creatures have trample, so if I didn't use Bring Low, I can sort of burn them out that way. Let's just pass now, and then if they don't unmorph their guys, then I know the coast is sort of clear. Okay, looks like, yeah, see, there's a 4 or 5, so I would have ran into that, and then it wouldn't have ended as well as it otherwise would. It would have ended badly. At least I wouldn't have won that turn. I guess I just have to start killing their guy. Let's just block here, see if they have something. If they do, then I might bring low. Murderous Cut. Wow, it's a good draw. Let's kill their guy then. Murderous Cut is a good one. So I lose one of my big dudes, and now the board is kind of stalled. Throttle. Ooh. What does that do for me? If I attack with the Saga Mauler and they block with just a Death Toucher, then I win. But if they block with more, then it becomes kind of awkward. Just try and have them make the first move. If I crack the banner, then I cannot also throttle. So I don't think I want to do that now. So I'll just crack the banner at the end of their turn. And then maybe also crack one of the embodiments. Oh, wow. So they get to make that a regenerator. It's kind of annoying. If they go attacking, I'm kind of happy with this. Now I think we can just win. Let's crack this, get another forest, and crack the banner, Savage Punch even, and a Bear's Companion. So what I can do is just Savage Punch the morph. I mean, they have nothing unless this is a morph that can actually do something. Another Glacial Stalker. Now I just attack, 8 power guy. I'll just throttle now so they know they're dead. They can block, but I'm going to trample over for lethal. And their guy doesn't even kill my guy. And we got there. Nice. All right. 1 and 1. Let's see if we can salvage a 2-1 and get our play points back. Last round, we won the die roll. Yeah, we have all our colors of mana. You can play a Saga Mauler as a 3-drop and then spam the board with Bear's Companions and hope that's good. Pretty slow, but that's just how it is. Opponent plays a Swamp. We draw a Savage Punch, play a Forest and pass. Let's see, hopefully not another Warriors deck. Ooh, black-white. Well, that looks like a Warrior. I think I'm going to play this now. If it dies, I'm going to be sad, but having stuff on the board seems important. Now it dies to debilitating injury. We draw Throttle. Let's just play Mountain and pass. Now we take a hit and they have mana to spend on other stuff. Okay. Oh, they didn't play anything. I like that. Now let's put 6 power in play and then next turn do it again. I mean, losing the Saga Mauler is unfortunate, but if all they're doing is having a 1-1 in play, then I can overpower that with bears too. Question is, do I trade my bear for their dude? I think I just do. It's a little bit unfortunate, but I also really don't want to spend the removal spell on it. Yeah, so they're going to give it Death Touch, and then I lose my bear, but I just play another one. And then next turn, I'll be in a position where any creature they play I can likely kill, and then keep pressuring. So 8 power in play. And with this Savage Punch, I should have enough to kill them in 2 turns. Okay, they kill my 4/4. Well, then most of my power and offense is gone now. Embodiment of Spring. Let's just play Scout the Borders. Get this Abomination. 2 Bring Lows gone. Really don't love this Scout the Borders in my deck, but we kind of have to play it. Just keep hitting. Savage Punch also a lot worse now that we don't have a 4 power guy. Bitter Revelation. It's a good card, but they are taking a little bit of a hit then. Not sure if they have more to play. A Sultai Scavenger. Okay, that's nice. Good for them. That's a pretty powerful thing about Delve. You get to double spell earlier. I think I'll just play my Abomination and not do anything else. Ooh, Snowhorn Rider. Maybe it's better to just jam that. I can use that to fight and deal more damage. This Abomination is nice and all, but I just want to get this game over with, I think. Another Morph. Never know what that's going to be. And a 3/3. I see. Okay, they're attacking with their flyer. I'm okay with that. Play land, and then I think I'll just Savage Punch the Krumar. Then I have 11. I think I'll just throttle this too. Or do I just attack and don't care about the morph? I think that might be better and just play my Abomination as a morph. I guess they can trade for the Bear's Companion, the 4/4. That's okay too. No, they just block my Trampler. Oh, I see. I have a debilitating injury in hand, so I don't want to play my guy as just a morph. Yeah, maybe I should have just throttled, killed the Ruthless Ripper and have my guy live. I see. Yep, they kill one of my Bear Companions. Yeah, throttling the morph would have been better there. Definitely. Oh, and they throttle my 2/2, so I have no offense left. I think I'm just going to kill this guy then. I'd want to do that anyway. Next turn I'm going to play a 3-power flyer to potentially kill them with. So I want to get rid of the blocker at some point anyway. Just play this. Tapped incorrectly, but they now need to have a removal spell or another blocker. No, they don't. Nice, nice. All right, so what do we want to do? I think I still want to take out the Jeskai Elder and just put in another flock. Be a bit more defensive. Or I can put in Disdainful Stroke. Didn't see that many big things out of them. Let's just resubmit. I'll keep this hand. It's not great, but we have almost all of our colors, and I can at least play a Throttle on turn 4 to kill something. Game 1, our opponent's deck really didn't seem all that fast. Ooh, Despise. Nice. They get to take a creature or a planeswalker, which we do not have, and they already mulliganed. So I'm very happy that I kept this hand now. Yeah, that's kind of brutal. Yeah, very, very happy with that. And we now immediately draw a creature. It's not a very good one, but I'm happy they couldn't take it. Just gain our life. Do they have a 2-drop? They do. Oh, Chief of the Edge. It's a good one. Let's play a forest and pass. So maybe they are just a warriors deck and they just didn't draw their chiefs, and then maybe they also have the enchantment. Just an attack for 3. The Sound Ancestor, also a warrior. Villainous Wealth. Now I can play the Alpine Grizzly, but that's pretty bad if they have debilitating injury. And if I just play the Sultai Banner and then throttle their chief next turn, I take away a lot of their pressure. Ruthless Ripper, yeah. And another Mardu Hateblade. Yeah, if I play the Alpine Grizzly and they have a way to kill it, then my position is so much worse. Let's just kill their chief. It's gonna stem a bit of the bleeding. I found the 3rd land. I'm just gonna outlast that guy and then attack me for 2. I'm fine with this. We'll play the Grizzly now. And maybe also just Savage Punch this Sound Ancestor. Just get it off the board. Play a land. Keep the board clean. Maybe play a bit of Revelation, set up some more stuff. I just want to take the least amount of damage that I can possibly take and then take over with this Villainous Wealth. Yeah, they attack with both. I'll just block here. Then they need to spend the mana to kill my guy. Take 1. It's not a great trade, but this is a trade that I at some point have to make anyway. Another Hateblade. Bear's Companion. I think I'll just take a turn of playing Bitter Revelation. That should be okay. Sagu Mauler, Icefeather Aven. Let's take both of those, play a land, and just play the Ice Feather as a morph. A bunch of Death Touchers is annoying against my Mauler, but I'll live. Yeah, there's the debilitating injury. Now I get hit down to 7. Yep, Monastery Flock. Not very good against their Death Touchers. Although, I could just play it as a 2-drop. Maybe I just play both of those as morphs, and then just pass. I don't want to block both, but I will block this guy. Now they know that this is a morph that I want to keep, so they might be incentivized to kill it anyway. Ooh, Shambling Attendant. So many Death Touchers. What's up with that? Oh, Bear's Companion. Well, now I think I just have to cast Villainous Wealth. It's not for as much as I would like, but maybe can still do something. I think I just have to do this, right? 4? Yeah, I think so. It's not that impressive. Ooh, Debilitating Injury. So I can kill their Death Toucher. Cast a Bitter Revelation too. It's a little bit painful. I want Savage Punch, and I think I want the Embodiment too. I'm gonna be very low after this, but I guess that's okay. They find it on the land. Yeah, not out of the woods yet. Oh, they decide not to attack? What's up with that? Why? Why would you not attack there? I mean, I'm very happy about it, but I don't see a reason not to attack there. I'll just pass. Don't really want to Savage Punch into open mana. Still don't attack. Do I Savage Punch now? I could, or I could just play another Bear's Companion. No, I think I just kind of have to Savage Punch here. Try and see if this works. If it doesn't, it's pretty bad, but... Oh, Throttle? Yeah, I could have seen that coming. Yeah, that was kind of greedy. Let's just play another Bear's Companion. It's not the worst. I don't have great attacks now. Shambling Attendants being a 3/5, a little bit annoying. I guess I'll just have to give up my Sagu Mauler then. Let's draw a card. Snowhorn Rider. Yeah, let's just play the Snowhorn Rider then. The next turn I'm just going to attack with the Morph and the Snowhorn Rider and then see what they block. 3 1/1s. Oh wow. Oh wow. That's a great draw. I don't even need to delve anything. Wow, that's an awesome card to show up now. Haven't seen it all draft, but we did pick it, and it's here now. And that's just gonna take over this game if they don't have a removal spell for it. The next turn, I kill their Death Toucher and just mostly annihilate them. Yeah, that's a pretty brutal draw. Can make them discard some cards too and still kill their guy. So let's do that. They concede. All right, well, got a 2-1. We lost to the very good warrior deck, but all their decks where we just grind a little bit more and the deck is maybe not as focused, we were able to take over. Yeah, I might try this format a little bit more. This was just a warm-up, and I would love to try and draft a warrior deck like our first opponent, but I'll see you for the next one.